Welcome to the 100th episode of Draft House Drive.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
No one cares.
Oh.
What is this?
The 100th episode of Draft House Drive.
Is it really?
And we're going to make it all about us.
That's okay. That's good. I'll give you props for that.
Yeah,
That's a good one.
We're going to go see the movie Us. But we're also
The
just
hardest to Google movie ever.
Yeah, probably.
All
Maybe.
that and it.
It's just it. No, Google's smart enough. It's able to pick up on that stuff.
You could just say It Movie or Us Movie.
Just
And
movie.
there you go.
Just make a movie named Movie. Just name it Movie. Just like
Movie.
Movie. Like, what the fuck? Google, like, why are you repeating yourself? It's also earlier in the day because I've pretty much stopped working on Saturdays because work is ass.
Is it because of your new boss?
Well, everything's gone.
Does that mean yes?
Yes,
Does that mean that's a factor at least?
that's definitely a factor.
Okay.
But like in like by next week, I'm gonna be the only original employee there.
Ooh.
The person that was there before you is gonna quit or leave or what?
It's just a mess. Everyone's jumping ship.
It's just a shit show.
Yes.
Yikes.
I fucking hate everything. I'm gonna see if I can transfer to a different store so we can actually get more hours. But that's not the point. We're gonna talk about movies and shit.
You should
Particularly shit.
You should get transferred to the one that's closer to your house.
No.
What? He's gonna apply one that's like even further from his house.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ,
It's
you're
gonna
gonna
be
drive all the way to
downtown.
fucking El Paso.
Yeah. I'm ready for that 8-hour commute. By the time I get back, time to go back to work.
Uh-huh.
What do I think about that idea, though? It was, what the fuck?
Stopped.
He's just talking to somebody. Oh, he was looking to turn in.
You should
But he was
use
like, wait a
pizza
minute.
coupons.
No, you should eat the pizza
They
coupons.
expire tomorrow.
You should eat the pizza coupons.
You want a pizza coupon?
I'll take it, yeah. What is this for?
It's
Pizza.
for a place that's
Oh,
on.
salad. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good.
Yeah. I've heard
And
good
they're,
things.
pizza.
they're open late as hell too.
I've heard good things about it. I've never been myself though.
Pizza.
Okay. Do they have like karaoke on some nights?
No, it's just pizza. That's it. They might have it in downtown.
They
But
They
this
don't
is
even
one
have a
that's
kitchen.
right
It's
by
just
where I work.
pizza.
Okay. I might be thinking of a different one then.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
I showed you that video of a song about pizza and pasta, right?
I think so.
The pizza pasta, put it on my cock.
No,
What, no?
I would remember that. Don't remember that.
I'm gonna show it to you when we're done. I can sing it by memory now. It's weird singing along to the video. It's good.
Uh-huh.
Is this really our 100th episode?
Yes. At least our 100th numbered episode.
No one cares.
I care.
I know if you did, then you would upload on time. Don't start with I care.
That makes Brett mad.
Wait, what was the last thing that we uploaded?
I uploaded it yesterday, and there's 3 more scheduled for tomorrow.
Yeah,
Okay. Oh, okay.
so the past like 2 months of Draft House
Yeah.
Drive has been uploaded in 2 days.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
I'm
It's like 4 episodes though.
This being a 100th episode really makes you rethink things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I might have to quit, guys.
Okay, exits that way.
Okay, yeah. All right. I'll see you guys later. But damn, that's a big milestone though.
Yes.
100 episodes.
Big milestone.
100 episodes, and I bet out of all our videos put together, I bet we have at least 100 views.
Debatable.
We definitely have more than that.
No, yeah, we actually do have more, because our
Thanks.
first episode has like 20, and then that one with porn has like 30 views.
Thank you, Wreck-It Ralph. And clickbait.
I feel like the first couple of ones that I was on, I like listened to multiple times just to like hear myself, and then now I just and then
No
and
one
then I just
You
quickly.
fucking jerking off? Like, what the fuck?
I
you
know. I
doing?
don't know. Just because it was
Yeah,
like.
he listened to him when he was in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. But yeah, I think the first couple of episodes that I was on have like a good couple of views just because of me, and then yeah, obviously that didn't like pan out for a long time.
Yeah.
Bedpan.
Cool.
Bedpan out. Fuck. I've got caught up on all my shit, and my brain's done.
My brother finished all the anime, or Bleach. That's
I'm
what
gonna say
I was
all the
saying.
anime. Like,
He
whoa.
finished that one anime.
Damn. That's a big anime. It's bad too.
Is Bleach like really like long?
400
Yeah.
something episodes.
Jesus.
It used to be one of the big 3 shows back in the day.
That was
One
what,
Piece,
Bleach, One Piece,
and Naruto.
Okay.
Yeah, those were the big 3.
Dragon Ball
was
wasn't-
before that.
Okay.
Just in the sense they have like a lot of episodes, it's hard to like.
Yeah, they were like super popular.
Okay.
They're like very, very popular. like that was like when anime and manga started to become more or less mainstream.
Mhm.
Well, not really mainstream, but like it really started getting a foothold
Yeah.
in America, and then like in the past, I don't know, like 5 years, it's become more or less mainstream. Like it's,
But those kind of like paved the way for like what anime is in the States today.
I would say so, yeah.
Okay.
Because like when you think anime, you think one of those three, really.
Yeah.
Or Dragon Ball.
Yeah, Dragon Ball.
But I feel like Naruto and Dragon Ball, like they've been a thing for a while though.
Oh yeah, like Naruto is still going in like a sort of form. Like they have a spin-off series now. It's like, no, not even that. Boruto, his son.
Dumb.
Yeah, it's bad.
I mean, I've never seen like any anime, like just in general. So
I have some suggestions for you.
I've seen all of Death Note. I saw like the
Trash.
first
I
half.
think it's
of,
trash.
I
but
think it's trash.
The first half of Sword Art Online.
That's
and then,
trash.
And then no, not the first half.
No, it's
First
all
half's pretty
garbage.
alright.
It's all garbage.
And then I saw
Burn
like
it.
a couple episodes of what was it, One Punch Man, right?
That one's okay.
Yeah,
I like that
I've seen
one.
a couple episodes of that, and then I just like haven't seen anything else after that. Like I never saw like Dragon Ball or Naruto as a kid.
Probably for the best. Those are fucking long.
Yeah, Dragon Ball is long. I tried to watch it. Dragon Ball Z, couldn't do it.
Yeah,
Too much fucking filler.
And this is Dragon Ball Z, not
Yes.
including like the original Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball
Fuck.
Super.
Yeah, no. No. No.
I tried Super and I was like, no, I don't like it.
Yeah.
It's too much screaming.
I
And
en-
JoJo's, that's a good series.
I enjoyed the first like series or seasons, whatever, until Frieza, and then they got Frieza done, and I'm like,
Yeah, he's the big bad.
yeah.
Though I will say that one we saw, like
The movie?
Yeah, the movie that we saw, Resurrection of
Resurrection
F.
F.
That was pretty good. I like
was
that.
good, yeah.
I like that one. Big Blue Man
We should have gone to see.
fights the Gold Man.
We should have gone to see Broly the movie.
Nah,
Why not?
I've heard enough about it. Like just from people coming to my store telling me, like, "Oh man, you like anime? You should watch Dragon Ball."
Yeah.
Like it's some obscure fucking show I've never heard of.
Haven't you heard of this old show called Dragon Ball? You never heard of it?
Suck my Dragon Balls.
Have you watched any of the Rocky movies yet?
No.
You haven't seen any of the?
No, because I loaned him a Blu-ray of 1 through Balboa. All
You said
of them.
skip
No.
5.
Yeah,
right?
skip 5.
Okay,
Don't
that's
watch
the one I
5.
skipped.
Skip 5 and then read like the Wikipedia summary for 3.
No, watch
You can
3.
read-
3
no,
is
you don't-
good.
I want to watch
3 is
Mr. T.
alright. 3
Yeah,
is
exactly.
alright.
Yeah.
3 is good.
It's alright. Definitely skip 5 though.
Yes, don't
Yeah.
touch fucking 5.
It's a right turn, jackass. Like you could have gone. Okay, sure. Anyway, yeah. So I'm been playing more games recently because I've started Catherine, and that's a good one so far.
I've heard that one is interesting.
It's about cheating.
Yeah.
Like in like every way, but it's also sexy humor. So I don't understand it, but it's fun
Mm-hmm.
in a really difficult way. I'm playing easy, and it still is hard.
Mm-hmm.
Stacking blocks while trying to get the puss.
Yes.
It's okay though. I'm enjoying it, but it's been on my shelf for a good long while. Made by the same guys who made the Persona game, so I'm like, yeah, fuck it, why not?
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Looking at what I've seen from both those games, that makes sense.
Yeah, no, it's like Catherine was like basically a demo for them to test out the engine for Persona 5,
Mm-hmm.
and it sold well and it looks great even today. But yeah, you are right. If you like look at the art style, it's definitely very similar. A lot more like definitely pushing the M rating more. That's for sure.
Like trying to go into A almost.
Not that far, but like Persona series is more like light M,
Mhm.
like that kind of style.
It's
like,
hard M.
Yeah, this is like hard M,
Nice.
like in both subject matter, and it's fucking gory at points.
Nice.
Like you get stabbed by a fork by this giant demon, and you just explode into blood and skeleton. It's kind of hilarious, but maddening. But yeah, that's the reason why I haven't gotten to Rocky yet.
Uh-huh.
That I've also been playing a lot more Splatoon again. That game's fun. Trying to get good shoes to make my gun work better.
Of course.
Yes, that's how this game works. The cooler you look, the more damage you do. Wow, this is a clusterfuck. So, Quinn, why are you saying that we might not like us? Is it because it's just not that good, or is it just not like our style?
No, it's just. Well, number one is when we saw Get Out, you didn't like Get Out too much.
Oh
at
no,
least on first view.
I've changed quite a bit on it.
Okay.
So.
That's what I was saying. At least on first view.
Oh yeah.
Number one. 2 is you just have to watch it. I want to what happens throughout the thing. I want to see what you guys think.
Okay.
Is it similar to Get Out?
I'm not gonna say.
I've heard that it isn't, but you know, other than the fact that it's like African American and horror, but what I heard is that
And
it's
directed
just
by the same guy.
and directed by the same guy. But from what I understand, it's not strictly about the African American experience.
It's not.
That, yeah, not that I'm aware of. It's just it's a horror movie that happens to star black people.
Yeah.
That's it. So kudos on him. We need more of that. But yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, by that alone, it's not going to be the same subject matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still really confused from like the trailer. Like I still don't really know what it's about or like what's gonna happen. I don't really get it.
Somebody told me like a general plot idea, but I'm not going to say it because it's honestly a decently big spoiler. But knowing that going in, I think I'm going to try to keep that in mind.
I mean,
It's-
I have like a general idea from the trailers of like what it's about, but like it left me with more like questions than it did excitement. You know?
Yeah, which I guess is good for a trailer. It hooks you in. But,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
yeah. But I mean, the other one that we might have not seen is Beach Bum, and that just doesn't look interesting to me at all.
It's just stoners.
Yeah, it's just,
Yeah.
That's a turn your mind off and watch it.
yeah. It's not
And it
something I
has
want.
Snoop Dogg in it.
Yeah. That and, like Seth Rogen, he's in it too.
No.
No, wait, no, I'm thinking of a different movie.
Matthew McConaughey and Zac Efron. are in it.
I'm thinking of like a movie where Seth Rogen's like dating a super high like ranking government official or something.
Oh, I remember there was a trailer for that, but I can't remember.
Oh,
what it's called.
you mean Seth Rogen dating Charlize Theron, and Charlize Theron's like the president, right?
Something
Yes,
like that.
that's what
it
I
is.
can't remember if it was a president or just something like really high up in the
Right.
government.
It might have been like a governor or a senator who's like running for president.
Something like that.
Yeah.
I remember there was like a scene in the trailer where like a missile goes into their apartment. It's like, oh, you'll get used to it. Like, fucking no, you don't. This is dumb.
That doesn't happen on the regular.
No, at least I would hope not.
Yeah, you know, yesterday I bought so many fucking tickets at the Alamo. It's not even funny. I bought tickets for us for today. Then I bought tickets for tomorrow. I'm gonna go see that Field Guide to the Evil.
Yes, let me know how that is.
Yeah.
'Cause if it's
Then-
good, I want to go see it.
It's playing all week at the Draft House, and it's like 8 p.m. pretty much every single day. This is throughout the week if you wanted to go see it.
Okay, maybe.
But I'll see how it is tomorrow.
Yeah.
I also bought tickets next week. They're having a showing of Twin Peaks Fire Walk with Me with 4 cast members.
Okay, so
I'm
more
gonna
than
go-
last time.
Yes, so, and people that weren't there last time. Like they're gonna have Laura Palmer there and a bunch of people. Then I also bought tickets for Shazam, and I also bought tickets for Spirited Away.
Ooh, okay.
So
which is,
yeah.
like, way in advance. So I bought tickets for 5 different movies,
I've actually still haven't seen Spirited Away.
Oh,
which is
man.
why I think it's important that we need to go see.
You're gonna
this.
go see it like big screen. This is gonna be
Yeah.
the good way to see it.
It's one of those things where it's been on my list for the longest time, and I just haven't gotten around
And
to
I've
it.
It's
never
good.
seen it on big screen. I've seen
No,
it,
I haven't seen
but
it
I've
on
never
big
seen it on
screen
big screen.
either.
We
so.
played the music from the soundtrack like I think my senior year of high school. Like when I was in top end, we played it, and or I think it might have been junior year. But we played it one of those years, and like the music's like really, really beautiful. I
Oh,
love the
Miyazaki's music is fantastic.
Yeah, but
well,
I still
music in Miyazaki films.
yeah. But like I still haven't like gotten around to seeing it, so I'm excited for that.
The only Miyazaki film I've seen on the big screen is My Neighbor Totoro, and it's okay.
Yeah.
I don't understand the hype around it. And honestly, it was a bit creepy at points. Because I don't like his big mouth. No, thank you. He looks like he's about to eat the kids. I don't like it. No. Big, fluffy, scary boy. No like.
Sorry.
No. No, don't be. It's all on me. My fear of not giant Japanese monsters, just slightly larger than person Japanese
No,
monsters.
just big mouth.
Just, yeah, that's true.
Just big mouth.
Big boy, giant mouth.
That's
about
why you
the
don't
size
like
of
that one Netflix series with the weird ass animation style.
You mean Big Mouth?
Yeah, Big Mouth. That's what I was trying to think of. I couldn't remember the title. I
It
just
was
knew that
literally
they-
called Big Mouth.
I don't pay attention to that. I don't need to know that.
Well, then the fucking premise and art style is ugly as sin. So
Yeah, you know, I never really got into it, to be honest.
It's just people are telling
Got
me
into
it's
what?
so great and
Big
funny,
Mouth.
but
Oh,
like,
I don't watch it.
like gross out humor is not all my thing, and I like if it's like a sex comedy, sure, but just don't like make it about middle schoolers.
Yeah,
That's gross.
yeah, that is really weird.
No.
You know what I'm watching right now?
But
Game of Thrones season 6, episode 3 was today. We have approximately 2 weeks from tomorrow.
yeah,
You know what I watched today? A documentary about flat earthers.
Seriously?
Yeah. There's one on
Is-
Netflix. It's
Is
actually
that
pretty funny.
I've heard a bunch about that one.
Yeah. I thought it was okay.
and
the Earth isn't flat.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Okay, so
What the fuck do you mean by
I
and?
just
Wait,
I want to know,
so-
like your general opinion of the documentary.
I liked it. It paints them in like a somewhat sympathetic light. That it's like they're obviously the film is like taking the piss out of them at certain points. Like these guys are so off the mark, but
Right.
it's not because like they're dumb. They're just like misguided, or they're saying like they're perverting scientific principles.
Huh.
And there's like a countercurrent plot going through like every now and then where like a bunch of scientists get together and they're talking like, hey, we have a problem, like a crisis right now, people not trusting us, and what we need to do is we need to not talk down to people when they're curious about the world. And we need to praise like, hey, cool, you're curious about the world, but that's not how we do things. Something like that. But
So, I was listening to the Boogie Monster, and they were actually talking about that. And
the documentary or just Flat Earth?
the documentary.
Okay.
They've done many episodes on Flat Earth before.
Of course they have.
But they were recording a live one, so they had a bunch of guests on, and one of the guests was like, I wonder if flat earthers think all the other planets are round.
It's funny because in the documentary, they're like a good 70% of flat earthers. So like according to a prominent member, there's apparently different flat Earth camps too.
Cool, awesome.
So there's like not
Nice.
even like a set interpretation.
Nice.
One of them's like disc Earth, and it's like the sky is like a dome over it, and
So like
it's like a planetarium.
Springfield in the Simpsons movie.
Pretty much, but it's like the whole sky, and they believe like all the planets are just like dots on it that like move every now and then. So to them, it's just like a projection on a screen.
Okay.
Space doesn't exist.
Okay.
To those ones.
Okay.
There are also some ones that think Earth is like an infinite plane, where like if you go back, it loops around like a Pac-Man game.
Okay. So it's okay. I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you just go to one side, and then it just goes whoop and teleports
Yeah.
you to the other. Cool. Nice. Awesome.
So there's like no edge. That's how they solve that problem. There's no edge. But it also solves the problem that like if you go to Antarctica, it's not like a 5,000 foot wall of ice. Like one person literally believes. So yeah, what the fuck?
Did you know there's also a group of people that believe in something called Hollow Earth?
I have heard about
Hollow
that. Yeah.
Earth. That's dumb.
Is that just where the Earth is hollow?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
think there's a bunch of aliens living in the Hollow Earth.
That is actually okay. Wait. The thing
That's
is,
honestly more reasonable to me than
I
flat Earth.
know, me
Right.
too.
But I also feel like popular culture has done a bad job of not disproving that. Like, you guys remember Journey to the Center of the Earth?
Yes.
Well, that's also based on a Jules Verne novel. Oh, yeah, I was thinking
Right,
25.
but then there's I distinctly remember this one trailer in high school of like a really I don't even know if it was even made into a movie. But it's of a very poorly made like movie where like these people go into an elevator, they go down like the elevator to the center of the earth, and then
Just
they
an
walk out,
elevator
and
to the center of the
it's
Earth.
like and it's like Hitler riding like a T-Rex.
That might have been what is it? What is it called?
And I
Iron
think
Sky?
it's from
Iron Sky. That's what I'm thinking of. But
That
they,
actually- yeah.
but they didn't take but the Nazi base was on the moon. It
Yeah,
wasn't
no, it was that trailer was from like the people who made
Iron
like,
Sky.
Iron Sky.
Well, they made a sequel, Iron Sky 2.
Nazi
think-
Boogaloo.
Nazi movie.
I will never forget one of the worst lines in that freaking movie.
They're
You want to know
Nazis
what it was?
on the
No.
moon.
No.
Have you actually seen it?
Yes, I've seen Iron Sky.
Why?
Because it was on Netflix at someone else's house, and they decided to turn it on.
God damn.
Do y'all know what one of the freaking lines in that movie is?
Not really.
So like the plot is that an astronaut gets captured by these space Nazis, and
Because of course they do.
Jesus Christ! The lights are broken. But what happens is the astronaut is African American, so he escapes from his jail cell, and they put over the intercom, there is an African American on the loose. He is unarmed, but he is aggravated. Or something along those lines.
He's not angry. He's not aggressive, but he's also not
Aggravated.
passive. He's just aggravated.
He's just mildly annoyed
Yeah.
that he's been jailed on a Nazi moon base.
It's an inconvenience to him, and he's frankly he's aggravated.
Yeah, that's probably from Iron Sky.
God damn it. But yeah, that Flat Earth documentary was interesting. There are points where I'm like, wow, these people are actually like emotionally intelligent and somewhat normal people. But man, are they misguided. Like there's a point where
Oh my God.
Huh?
The freaking red light camera's taking pictures of everyone driving through the goddamn light.
I was wondering what that flashing was. You're getting fined. I'm sure the people are gonna be like, okay,
Yeah.
there's something weird. But anyway,
Yeah.
so the flat Earth people, they buy like this like $1,200 like laser gyroscope, right? Where like it is the most sensitive piece of equipment that like used to detect like just being off balance, right? So what you can do with this is that you can just set it there, and over time you're going to experience like a 15-degree drift like per hour, because you know that's about how far the moves.
Yeah.
Earth moves in an hour. It's like 15 degrees on its axis. So they put it in. They did that. It moved. They're like, oh, this can't be good. There must be something wrong. So they put it in like a Faraday cage to make sure that it wasn't like any kind of like
electromagnetic
that it was interfering with it.
Yeah.
They did that, so they're like, okay, something's off. We need to put this in bismuth. So that's
What's bismuth?
it's an element, but I don't know why they chose bismuth in particular, but I think it has something to do with like being really good at deflecting rays. But their idea was like, oh man, Earth is flat, but there's like these heavenly rays that change how this laser gyroscope work. I'm like, well, your heart's in the right place using scientific theory, but you're not using it properly. Fucking flat Earth, man. It's about as real as Cleveland.
Oh yeah, I finished a Stephen King book, and he mentioned Ohio in the goddamn book again. I forgot to send it to you, but he mentioned
genuinely
Ohio.
wish the flat Earth was as real as Cleveland is. Also, I think I sent you guys this about how like in Love, Death, Robots, there's that like scene where the
He
yogurt
sent
says-
I already
us
said
both
that.
that first.
and then I went to Grant's like apartment in Brownwood,
Yeah.
right? And we were just watching it, and then I knew it was coming up, and I was sort of like, guys, wait, I think this is the Ohio thing, and then they had no idea what. Oh shit!
This car's getting scrapped anyway.
True.
But yeah, they had no idea what I was talking about, and I had to explain to them what the curse of Ohio was.
Oh yeah, no,
Good.
I've had to
Spread
explain
it.
that to my girlfriend like 4 times. So we'll be watching something, and I'll be like, "Stop! Pause it! Why? They said Ohio. I need to send it to Brett."
What? This has been Draft House Drive. We'll see you guys at the book.
100 episodes.
Casey's Mondo Gay. Welcome to Uscast. That was a horror movie.
Yep.
Yep.
That's all I can really say about it. I give it like B minus to B. It was serviceable. Wasn't anything that blew my mind.
I agree. Yeah, B minus to B. It was pretty good.
Yeah,
It was, but I mean,
maybe
Get
C
Out-
plus if I'm feeling like real down on it.
yeah. Get Out was better.
Oh, definitely.
But you know, this was still good. You can. I really appreciate the way they set things up and the small little, you know, kind of clues.
Yeah,
But I mean,
like Chud in the beginning.
like what?
There's a videotape of Chud.
I've never seen Chud.
I
I
don't
can
know.
explain it. I can explain what it was in a bit and how it
Okay.
ties into everything.
It
The
has
spoilers.
something to do. It has something to do in it.
Yeah. Anyway,
But yeah. It was all right. Yeah.
I'd say go see it if you're like really wanting like a horror fix and you don't want to watch something that like has already been released. Like you want to watch something new. Like that's about all I can say. It's okay. Quinn, second view opinions.
B minus to C plus.
Yeah.
It didn't hold. It didn't. I thought the second viewing would make it better. I hoped it didn't. If anything, it actually made it worse.
Yeah.
It actually made it worse because I noticed a bunch of stuff. I'm like, oh hey, that. Well, a couple things. Positives. One, the score was really good.
Yes.
I think I really
do like
liked.
the score helped
It was,
prop up
it was
like
very
half
well
of it.
done. Yeah.
Number one, the originally written music was good. Number two is the tracks that they used in the movie were also good.
Yeah.
2 is the acting from pretty much everyone. I think was on point, especially Lupita Nyong'o.
Yes.
She did really, really good.
Absolutely.
In both her roles. Winston Duke did really good. The kids did good.
I think the team did good, but
Yeah, I think that but story-wise,
yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, I don't really.
Even the concept's just kind of
Yeah, I don't really like the concept. I mean, it was
problems I have with the concept.
Oh God.
Because I wanted to make sure I didn't forget him.
Okay, that's fair. But I mean, seems like we're all in agreement.
Yeah.
Kind of missable movie, but not bad. Like you don't, you know, if you're get taken to go see it,
Yeah, it's
there's
not.
worse fates.
It's not like not seeing Get Out. You know, like if you didn't see Get Out, that was like a huge like kind of cultural thing that everyone really loved.
Oh,
and like
yeah.
it was kind of like a thing where like whenever somebody says Get Out, I'm like, you haven't seen Get Out.
Mm-hmm.
But then with this, like, if you
Don't
have-
expect anything that'll blow your mind.
Yeah,
like
it's
that.
not like that. Yeah.
All right, spoilers in 3, 2, 2, 1,
Can I say one thing?
Yeah.
Can I say one thing? I really don't like the twist that they have in the end, where like,
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
like,
I really.
what
don't
does it
like
add? What does it really add?
I think that it would have been a much better story if like they had made it where like Lupita Nyong'o was like the original like I forget what her name was in the character.
The tether?
Adelaide.
Adelaide. That if she was like the original Adelaide, right, and not like the red version of herself, like, and showing her struggle and conflict with like with what she experienced as a child throughout all her life,
Yeah.
and then during this time period where she like really like triumphed. I think that would have been a much better ending. It would have been a much more satisfying ending than having the twist where like, oh no, it was really the
evil one.
Yeah, because like, what does it add to the story? What does it say? It's
Yeah,
just like, oh, it's like shocking just for the sake of being shocking.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
It doesn't
it's
really
a
mean it.
twist. It's a twist for the sake of like there being a twist. Yeah.
Pretty much.
Twist.
What's a twist?
Like that's basically all it is.
Yeah.
But like, it might have been better too, like if say like she got choked out in the end, and then it made it sound like she was the original one, and the family got real paranoid, or maybe like there's a few other things I can think of that would make that ending like as a twist work, but
Well, I mean, you can kind of tell at the
really.
end that like the boy was his Jason, right?
I think so.
Whatever the
Just, yeah,
kid.
the little
Yeah.
kid. You could tell that he kind of was like suspicious.
Yeah.
Yeah, but for what reason? He
Well-
wouldn't have any reason to be, really.
He has the most reason to be suspicious because he saw his mom kill the fake one and he saw her making those weird noises at the end.
That is true. I didn't notice that.
If anyone's gonna have the most reason to think that she's the doppelganger, because I mean it's very obvious to tell which one's
Who
which.
the fuck wouldn't
No.
scream in like that kind of
But
situation,
no,
though?
that wasn't screaming. She made some like guttural,
Yeah.
like tethered people sounds.
In my mind, I even
But
thought.
still,
In my mind, I even thought to myself, like, she's sounding like the type of people right
Yeah.
now. Like,
I didn't think that at all. I just think that's like a
'Cause
cathartic release of rage.
Screaming, I understood, but she made some guttural.
Because she was acting like an animal. That's kind of the point. Like, I still don't. I don't agree with you guys at all in this. I just think it was just, for me, it was just somebody who was just really in the moment and just letting it out.
I could see that as well, but
I mean, you guys are making a good point,
yeah.
but I think it's just dumb.
It's a little far-fetched, I will say. But
Very
in my
far-fetched.
mind, I did think that, like, she sounded like the tethered people. Yeah, that's exactly what she was sounding like, you know?
They're flesh and blood people, though, so it's not like something otherworldly. It is weird, granted, that they communicate like that, but that part makes sense, because they've been underground,
Yeah.
but whatever.
So here's a couple of things that I wrote down that no, I can read it fine. So first is, given the twist that happens at the end, I feel that the monologue that is given by the alternate Adelaide, or the fake alternate Adelaide, so the real Adelaide at the beginning is kind of null, because she's complaining about how she had to deal with all this stuff her whole life, even though the other one had to deal with it when she was younger. So I feel that's kind of pointless.
What do you mean, like what stuff?
Where she's like, you got to eat food and I had to eat rabbit, and you had to do this and I had to do that. But in the beginning of the movie, considering they switched, the other one had to deal with that when she was younger as well.
That is a point, yes, but it's a swap in that now.
I do understand that she can complain about it, but I feel the monologue is kind of pointless after we figure out.
I wouldn't say it's pointless. I would say it's one of those things where, like, I had all that, and then you took it away from me. I think that's like a
I don't
personal
agree
kind of
with you at
vendetta against Lupita Nyong'o's character. So
At first, it like sets up these creatures as not creatures, but like these tethered as like some kind of paranormal force, which they are. But then you realize, like, oh, it's an actual thing that happens. Like, it's a setup.
Second
Yeah.
is, how does she go about uniting all of the tethered? I
Yeah,
understand
that I don't get at all.
because
I never said that at all.
these are,
Like, if it was just the people in Santa Monica, I get it.
but this is supposedly a whole United States thing.
Yeah.
Firstly, secondly, is as far as we know, the only exit is through that one place.
Yeah.
There could have been more exits.
There could have been more exits, but that is going to tie into something else that I'm going to bring up in a minute. So that's one thing that I don't understand is how could she unite all these people? Number one. Number two, where does she get all the golden scissors
Yeah. Where does the
Yeah.
gold come from? And
Where's
where's the
the
material to make the jumpsuits come from?
and the
Yeah.
gloves?
Yeah, and the gloves. Like,
Where does that happen?
Oh, okay, go on.
Because especially the uniting part is, I'm like, so because when she talked, she sounded like her voice was all raspy, which makes sense because, she hasn't talked in all this time because she was with the people. Number one, why wouldn't she? I understand why she wouldn't talk to blend in with the people, but at that same point, how would she get them to unite without being able to talk? I understood she gave like the clicking sounds to signal her family
they
to
can
go
have
off and do that.
some kind of communication, but I agree, doing something at that scale would not really be feasible.
Well, I would actually say maybe that like she said that the tethered people could tell that she was different while she was dancing.
Yes.
Different in the original sense that we thought like, she had contact with her other self, so she came back changed. But like, from what we really know is that she is the actual original self.
Yes.
But like, I think it's one of those things that they could tell she was different, and then like, I guess by word of mouth, I guess word of guttural sound, it was communicated through this branch that like this thing was going to happen.
But the thing is how would they communicate that to each other if they're supposed to be reenacting what everyone in the top is doing? Because I mean, you saw when she was walking through the thing before she went to meet herself, you saw that everyone was sitting there doing exactly what the mirror images are doing upstairs,
Or at least close enough.
Oh,
or
right,
close
yeah.
enough. They aren't on the roller coaster, but they're sitting and wobbling around in the goddamn room. But still, so how would they communicate that? Because they weren't communicating with each other at all. The only communication that we saw was like her father to her when she like gave her the t-shirt.
And what happens if like these certain families move away, or like
Exactly.
how does like generational stuff work?
And also,
Like,
why couldn't Adelaide just walk back through the?
That is what my other one was. That was my biggest thing. Is I'm like
because the door never seemed to be locked.
I understood that she was handcuffed. Okay, but she's not handcuffed the whole time.
Yeah.
She
The second she doesn't.
clearly she wasn't at one point.
And that goes into my other thing of, so we only get to know that there's one escape. Let's say that, or there's only one exit out. Let's say that there are multiple exits. Then she should have more of a reason to be able to get out and go back to her family.
Yeah.
But if there's only that one, then you encounter the problem of how in the fuck are they going to get all those damn people out that one exit and get all across the country?
Exactly. Like that's it, the whole thing is just, it falls flat.
Yeah.
Like I think if they hammed up like the paranormal of it and it was just this one family,
Mm-hmm.
sure, could have been fine.
I would have liked that too. I
Yeah.
would like that more.
But they had to like try to make it like this huge like thing. Like
Yeah, I was totally shocked when like the other family got killed too.
Yeah.
I was thinking like maybe they like try to find like refuge there, and then the original family would come and try to kill them, and like they became collateral damage. But
No, what I thought it was when they were going over there is I thought it was going to be like, those people knew about the clones. That's what I was hoping.
that
thought
wouldn't really make a
like,
whole lot of sense.
I don't know. Maybe somehow they would know.
Like, yeah.
Also, I would say that like, so like, do you remember when when Adelaide was describing the situation to her husband, like when they're in the bedroom? I also feel like that
Yes.
twist at the end also nulls that entire conversation.
Yeah, she's like, I don't like it how there's a mirror image of me, even though she is the mirror image.
Yeah. And like, I'm scared that she's gonna come after me. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, no, like that doesn't even make sense from the clone. Like, why would you bring it up? Period. You're not the one traumatized. If anything, you're trying to hide it,
Yeah.
yeah.
and it's not like, yeah, no, that doesn't make any sense.
And then my last gripe, and this is another one that I think is really kind of dumb, is so there's the when the fake boy dies, he walks backward into the fire, right?
Yeah.
He's copying the real boy. who's
Yeah,
just
so why
walking
don't they
backwards.
all copy all the time?
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Like, what made them break their program?
What made him start copying him?
It might
and all
have to
that
be
kind of
that you have to be looking like. I mean, well, one, it could be that like the boy is really young, so it's also a young clone. So like they don't have as much
Maybe,
control over that. It could also be that like they have to be looking eye to eye.
But no,
Well,
clearly
no,
they
that's
don't.
also
yeah,
not
by
actually-
that basis, then
Okay,
the
then, yeah.
whole first sequence with the clones is
yeah.
pointless.
But you could also tell that. But I mean, like his face was deformed as well.
Yes.
So maybe there was something else that was deformed. Like maybe I don't know.
No,
Like,
that was purely cosmetic. I don't think that would affect the brain burn scars on the face.
No,
like that.
burning the face wouldn't do anything in terms of actual like neurological impairments.
Especially on the chin and cheeks.
well,
Now, if
yeah.
it was on the head, like the top of the
Yeah,
head, maybe.
maybe.
But cheeks, I don't think so.
But yeah, no, I think it would have been like if they got rid of like the weird pseudo like soul tethering stuff. It's just like, okay, there's these clones, they live underground and they're jealous and they want to come up and kill us. Sure, fine, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But then they go on like making a statement and it's like it just doesn't. There's no rhyme or reason to it.
Yeah.
Like unless it's like Mother, where it's something that's just like it's actually deep and I'm just not getting it.
Yeah, I think that there might be something that is deep that we just aren't getting, but yeah.
Like I just nah. And not to mention there's like the weird tone stuff where it just brings up comedy at the wrong places, or if it's like it's trying to.
When they're trying to talk about like the body counts, like that was kind of weird.
Or I'm gonna drive. No,
Oh,
you're
yeah.
not. No, I'm gonna drive.
It's like it's trying to toss up a weird balance between humor and horror. That
I think
doesn't-
at some places it was okay.
like if, at the very beginning, I
Yes.
liked it. It was nice. It was like
Yes.
a good way to like bring it in
Mhm.
and like ease your way into the horror. But
Yeah.
once we were in the thick of it, I like why still have it?
Yeah.
I agree with that. Yeah.
Like maybe now and then. But,
Yeah.
And then there was something else I was going to bring up. Oh, the Chud.
Oh yeah.
Chud is like an old 1980s movie that stands for like cannibalistic humanoid underground dwellers.
Oh.
So I saw at the beginning, I'm like,
Yeah.
I see where they're going.
Also, what was the synopsis that you got before the movie? That
Oh, it was completely off base.
What was it?
It was like, oh, these people are the embodiment of your deepest fears. I'm like, oh, that could be kind of cool.
That
was
would have been
not.
cooler.
Yeah,
That would have been
Actually,
cooler.
really cool. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like your worst fears given flesh as you. I'm like, all right,
Yeah,
that's
that would have been way better.
yeah. But no, clones, angry rabbit-eating clones. I can't even speak.
Yeah.
Also, I don't really get the rabbits.
There's some message there that none of us see. That's what I think.
I mean, the only thing that I can really like fathom from the rabbits is that like rabbits reproduce very quickly.
See, that's what I was thinking,
So
but-
that's like a constant.
But you have
like,
to feed the rabbits.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel like the rabbits were also there for some like symbolic gesture.
Yeah, that's what I think.
I didn't understand.
This
If
is
there was one, I didn't
secretly
understand it.
a sequel to The Favorite. That's all it is.
To the favor.
To The Favorite.
Nah, it's a sequel to Watership Down.
Shit.
What's
We're going
Watership
real,
Down?
Yeah,
really sad rabbit movie.
No.
Aggressive rabbit movie.
But now, like, most of the rabbits were white, so maybe it's just like
Oh,
No.
there were some.
There
that were
were-
like,
they-
there were
even in-
some.
Even
There
in
were
that
some.
first shot, there's like some white ones, some.
Yeah, but a majority of them were white.
Yeah.
So maybe. And also, how the fuck did that rabbit get out of the tunnel thing?
What do
With
you mean?
like what at the very end when
Oh, who fucking knows?
because it's a goddamn escalator that goes up.
Yeah.
People have trouble getting up, going like down escalators. What the fuck is a rabbit doing?
Yeah.
Like I saw that, I'm like, okay, interesting. And then I saw the escalator, I'm like,
No.
bullshit, but
Yeah.
keep going. And whatever. And why set the rabbits free? Why?
Also, who was it that like made these clones and created this like
That's see.
area?
I like that part of the mystery myself.
See,
Like,
what I think is funny is, Casey, you said that when you saw the trailer, it gave you more excitement,
No,
or it gave you more questions than excitement. I feel the same way leaving the movie the second
Okay,
time
yeah,
and the first time, because you said that, and I'm like, huh, yeah.
Okay.
I've left with more questions than I had excitement or answers.
Yeah, I still think I'm gonna bump it down to B-.
Yeah, mine was B- to C+.
I think I'm actually gonna give it a C+. I'm gonna give that a C+.
It's just like with horror movies, in my opinion, you don't have to like answer every question. Like the more questions there are, maybe not the more questions, but the mystery is part of the appeal of a good horror movie.
Yeah.
Like Hereditary like barely explains anything, and I love it.
It's amazing.
It's great. But here, there's just so many like weird plot holes and like it's mysteries, but it seems like it's like obtuse for the sake of being obtuse, and just it's just very meh. And it doesn't seem like the rules are like consistent, because it makes it
or
seem
like there even are rules
exactly.
at some points.
Like at first it makes it seem like these guys are like supernaturally strong. Like when the fake white dad gets like
gets
like spiked in the head, that should kill him.
You know that's Tim from Tim and Eric, right?
I saw the name in the opening credits, but I couldn't tell where he was. Yeah, he gets spiked in the head, should have died, he doesn't. And then like the girl, like the one twin, falls from a story up with her spine clearly like hitting the rung of this table.
With like a golf club
to the head.
To the head, yeah.
Like,
not a golf club, a putter.
It's still a golf club.
Yeah,
still a golf club.
It's a small golf club.
But it's still a golf club.
It's still something metal that's like being thrusted in your head.
Well, but then again, the first girl, when she hit her in the head, she didn't die.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying, like, if
She
that,
didn't do that.
if that didn't kill her,
Mm-hmm.
she should at least be very severely wounded.
But
Maybe not to the point of walking.
You're asking the wrong guy. I don't know how to explain it either.
I'm just trying to poke more holes in it. Make it more Swiss cheese than it already is. I think this is the longest we've talked about, like, the actual movie.
Also, wait a second.
A while.
If that one girl, if the clone was able to find the exit, like, through that escalator, like, why couldn't she? Why was she like the first person?
I think it's because
why didn't all the other clones do it?
I think it's because, and that's another thing. Like, if she is really being controlled, what kind of like sequence of events would she have to like mimic in order to go up the escalator? Like, I get the power shut off, so maybe it's like when she was walking around, she was walking forward enough to just have the clone go up the escalator. But it's just
Wait, when
so
did the power shut
improbable. Like in the haunted house, in the semi-racist spirit journey.
Yeah.
Which
The first edition of it was.
yeah.
Second one was a
second one was a wizard. So good on them. They realized their issue. But I thought that was
Oh, and you want some on the nose fucking hidden meanings is in the mirror house. What do you remember what it said over the door?
What?
Find yourself.
Yeah. Also, I do like the callback how the first time the owl scared her, but the second time
Beat the shit out.
No, wait, that doesn't make any
It didn't
fucking
scare
sense.
her. It scared the other girl.
Well, God damn it! I was about to give this movie some points for being clever. No.
Here's the one point that I give it for being clever is when the Adelaide comes out from the place and she like attacks her fake family. One of the first things she does is she puts the fake Adelaide in handcuffs, because when fake Adelaide brought real Adelaide down, she hung. And then if you look, the whole rest of the movie, those handcuffs are on.
Pretty much, yeah.
Respect.
Yeah.
Everything else is trash.
Well, I did think of something about the fake Adelaide telling the story to get out of there. It's maybe because she was just faking it so they would leave, and then she wouldn't potentially see her clone or her real self. It could just be faking it, but
Wait, what do you mean?
like I remember like how we were complaining how the fake Adelaide was complaining that like, oh, I'm scared, oh, this traumatized me seeing myself.
When she complained to her dad?
Yes,
Or her
husband.
boyfriend, whatever.
Yeah, it's like maybe she was just doing that just to get out of there, but like the movie doesn't really hint at that. It makes it seem like she's actually having an emotional breakdown, which if she's faking it,
No, she
cool,
said because she said I wanted to leave.
yeah, she wanted to leave because in my you could interpret it that as saying like, oh hey, I want to get out of here because my clone may still be in the basement. Like I don't know, but the movie doesn't like hint at it like she's faking it. Like it really makes it seem like, oh, this is like an actual emotional thing for her. When in reality, if she was the clone, we should have seen some scenes as like, oh, no. Like she's scheming or something.
Mhm.
I don't fucking know. And I guess props that the fake Adelaide first got the original Adelaide by choking her in like when they were kids, and then she finally killed her by choking her with the handcuffs. So
Okay, yeah.
kind of cool there.
I think it would have been better if like they hadn't added that twist, but they left like secret clues that like kind of like in Blade Runner, they left some things that like might have hinted at like.
Yeah, they didn't make it super explicit.
Right. Yeah. It was left intentionally ambiguous. I think that would have been better.
Yeah.
You know.
This movie does not need any more ambiguities.
Yeah, that's true.
It does not. Like, I think the movie had so much potential.
Oh yeah,
But it just
fell flat.
it fell flat because it seemed like it was just trying to cram too many ideas into it and just really expand the scope way farther than it needed to.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. All I know is I'm going to be reading some articles about certain interpretations, just like, you did with Mother Quinn, and see if there is something.
No,
about
my
it, but-
interpretation came from Reddit.
Oh, what was
That's
your
what I found.
interpretation?
For Mother?
No. I'm just saying, like, you read about it.
Oh
Like, you
no,
read-
I was talking about just for Mother because you said
Yeah,
for Mother.
I'm saying, like, you did with Mother. I'm
Yeah.
going to try to find something. Maybe.
Yeah.
I might turn my brain around on this.
They
but
have a
I-
mega thread on movies about just discussion thread about this movie if you wanted to, because they do it for all the
Probably.
new movies that come
Might do that. I'm thinking about looking up some, like journal articles first.
Yeah, I'm definitely not gonna do that. I'm not interested. In that.
I'll pass the word if anything's interesting.
Okay. Yeah.
out. I already passed the word, which is the handcuff thing. I saw that on Reddit. I didn't think about that myself.
Yeah, it's just. Bleh.
Mm.
Hopefully, the next movie from this collective is better. Jordan Peele.
Yeah. I remember when Get Out came out that like there was some like rumor or something that like Jordan Peele was gonna do like 6 more movies or something.
He's doing Twilight Zone reboot.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
I don't know if it's a movie or if it's the TV show, but he's bringing back a iteration of it.
Well, if it's the Twilight Zone, if it's a movie, it's
reboot.
either going to be an anthology movie, or at least I hope it would be, or,
Yeah.
or hopefully it's just a
Well,
TV show.
it would be an anthology if it because it kind of
Like,
has to be.
yeah, that's kind of the nature of the Twilight Zone.
Yeah.
And hopefully it has better twists than this movie.
What even is the Twilight Zone? Like I don't.
It's a TV show.
Well, no,
like
I understand, but like, what's like the premise of it?
Oh,
I
it's
never
just
really
like
understood.
it's a bunch of just weird stories.
It's kind of like what is
Mirror.
it? Yeah, kind of like Black Mirror, but for the 50s
and more paranormal.
and more paranormal.
Yeah, Black Mirror,
Technology
is
based.
more tech. Yeah. This is Draft After Drive. We're at
Episode
home now.
100.
Episode 100.
So 100.
Kind of a very lackluster episode 100.
Yeah,
No,
discussion-
it's the one we have the most
Discussion
discussion
of
on
the actual
probably.
movie,
that
but
is true. Yeah.
just a kind of a lame movie to see for 100.
Yeah.
It'd be what it'd be. Bye.